Coming up on Medwatch today, having a premature baby is a tough road to be on for parents. But there is a special team of nurses here at Clovis Community Medical Center that are adding a little sunshine to some dark days by decorating the NICU for the holidays. See how this little gesture shows parents how much their babies are cared for and how they get NICU babies ready for their adorable close-ups. That's just ahead. And a warning for all of us living in the Central Valley. Health officials are reporting an increase in valley fever activity. We sit down with a team at Community Regional Medical Center who developed a first-of-its-kind test to diagnose valley fever. See how the machine is giving the fastest results yet and determining if you have valley fever. Coming up. And living with prediabetes, why it's important to catch it early to reverse the state of your health and help prevent getting type 2 diabetes. That's just ahead on Medwatch today. Hi there, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm your host, Stephanie Bainham. Having a baby in the neonatal intensive care unit can be a difficult time for moms and dads. But here at Clovis Community Medical Center, the dedicated and hardworking NICU nurses celebrate life by decorating and helping to bring smiles to parents' faces. No matter the season, there is always a reason to celebrate at the Clovis Community Medical Center NICU.
We like to do either a photo shoot involving our babies or an art project. And so we will set up a background like you see behind me and just bring the babies over and take pictures and give the families a little memento during this difficult time.
Decorating the NICU and dressing up its patients all started with baby Adeline, when her parents brought her a patriotic outfit for 4th of July and asked the nurses to help put it on her for a family picture.
We didn't stop there. We did it for all the babies that night so that everybody had a little special something.
And the Clovis Community NICU nurses, like Roxanne and Megan, decorate and make things for parents on their free time, sometimes even after working 12-hour shifts.
Because we love our job and we love our babies and we want our parents to know that. Pretty much all of the staff kind of gets in on it, either helping with making the decorations, making different crib cards for it, putting together outfits, and we try to do something at least once a month, kind of based around what holidays happen to be going on that month.
A little sparkle, a splash of color that can make a world of difference to parents who have experienced some pretty dark days.
Especially some of our babies that are here for a month or 6 weeks. You know, unfortunately, those parents have to go home at night.
And all the setup and decorating is worth it for these nurses that show a lot of heart.
I think it's the reaction from the parents. They are just so happy and appreciative, and for a moment they see their baby as their baby and not a baby with an IV or a feeding tube.
So whether it's St. Patrick's Day, Easter, or Valentine's Day, your baby will get their time to shine in the spotlight and all the attention they deserve. California health officials have reported more than 5,000 cases of valley fever this year. And what's so alarming is that's an increase of more than 30% from last year. The majority of valley fever cases in California come from San Luis Obispo, Merced, Fresno, Kern, Madera, and Tulare counties. Health officials say the increase in valley fever activity could be from the wet winter we had last year, causing a lot more fungus to grow, and now having a dry spell with dust that the spores migrate in. We spoke with 2 Community Regional Medical Center employees, Dr. Dominic Dezan and Marilyn Mitchell, who invented a revolutionary test to screen for valley fever. Their test cuts the wait time for a diagnosis from weeks to just hours. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for inviting us. Yeah.
And we're talking about a very important topic here, valley fever. Doctor, let's start with you. What exactly is valley fever?
Sure. So valley fever is an infection caused by a fungus. It's called coccidioides, and it affects mainly a lot of patients who are exposed to soil especially in arid areas. So our valley, the San Joaquin Valley, is particularly an endemic area for coccidioidomycosis or valley fever.
So Marilyn, you two came up with a test for valley fever. I mean, this is a big deal. Tell us about it.
Well, Dr. Dazan came to me one day and we had a little talk about this. He said it's taking too long to diagnose our patients, and I think there's a better way. Let's see if we can figure it out. So we both did research on that, and it sounded like it might be possible. And then we ended up getting a new piece of equipment, and I thought, wow, that's exciting. I bet we could do it on this piece of equipment.
The way we test for it, we can get somebody's sputum. We can do what's called a bronchoscopy, where you put a tube down and get a sample. You can use a needle and get it from the joint, get it from the spinal fluid, and then we send it to Marilyn's lab. And the best part is we get the results in 4 hours. Ooh. Before that, when we would send samples for culture, and it would take us 1, even 2 weeks. So this is a much better, much quicker test for us.
Yeah, and it's wonderful that you two created the test in order to do so and get results back in 4 hours. So thank you so much for what you do, and thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up on Medwatch today, not all healthcare heroes wear lab coats or scrubs. Meet one community medical center employee who normally helps patients every day from her computer. But see how she recently went above and beyond in helping a family in an unlikely place. That's next.